to my channel. The setup is looking a little bit different in here because I have some living room furniture in the office spare room. I don't like calling it the office because I don't want my husband to think I've just hijacked this room and turned it to my office, but between me and you, that's what's happened. The Christmas decorations have gone up. It is December. It is my favourite time of year. I love Christmas. I'm Christmas obsessed. The decorations went up last week of November. The cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies on Christmas 24 have been flowing in this house. It is Christmas up in here. I love this time of year, and I especially love it because us stationery nerds and planner people are planning for 2021 for the fresh start and that new setup. Nothing makes a fresh start sweeter than new stationery. So I'm very excited to haul for you the items that I'm going to be using next year in my 2021 setup. I will do another video showing you my setup. The only item that's staying the same is my Filofax Malden. I've loved, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been trying to find something that's similar, but I just love the Malden. I'm going to stick with it for 2021. If you also follow me on Instagram, I'm doing another 1K giveaway, another giveaway for getting to 1K subscribers, which is very exciting. I love giving back to you all, and I'm giving away the items that I've used in 2020 that I've loved and some of the brands that I've loved. So that includes Wrapper Paper Company, that includes Tombow, it includes some Otagami dot grid notebooks. But make sure you head over there, the link will be in the description to enter. But enough said, let us get into the video. So here are the items that I have gotten for 2021. If you know me and you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I'm very matchy. I like everything to fit together beautifully, and when I'm picking my theme for the year ahead, I always start with the wrapping paper I'm going to use for my dividers. So I'm going to show you this first. So this paper that I got is from Rifle Paper Company and it's called Louisa. The design is called Louisa. And when I first saw this, I actually wasn't that big a fan because it didn't look like classic Rifle Paper Company. But the more I look at this, the more I fall in love with it because the colours are absolutely gorgeous. I love the design of it. It still has that classic Rifle Paper style floral, but I love this sort of slapdash, sort of rustic paint feel. It matches the colours perfectly. The colours look gorgeous. And I've actually already made some dividers, so that's just a section of the wrapping paper. So with this wrapping paper, the pattern repeats quite big. So what I like is that with each design made with the divider, they all look different because they've picked up a different section of the pattern. So here you can see with each divider, they go together really nicely, but they have some variety with the patterns that appear on each divider. I will link for you as well a video for how I make my dividers. It's so simple, and I use an iron, so you don't need to buy any supplies apart from the actual laminator sheets, but I will link that for you in the description as well. So I made two different dashboards because I'll see when it comes to it which one I prefer. But I've also got some vellum as well that I might throw in there with it, and the colours go so, like the Malden is just a beautiful leather that goes with pretty much anything, but I think these are going to look absolutely beautiful inside the Malden. So at the moment it's my Christmas setup, but I will show you a full planner setup video once I've got everything set up. So I'll keep the paper on the desk so you can see what everything looks like next to it. But the next few items I got are from Archer&Olive, and if you are a keen bullet journaler, you will know this brand. They are so popular, and now having gotten some of these items, I see why. But they match perfectly the colours in the Louisa wrapping paper. So let's get into these boxes. So the first thing that I picked up from Archer&Olive was my bullet journal. And the design I went for is this gorgeous dusky pink, and I believe the design is called Sunset Floral, and it is I think it's a limited edition, but it's from a fall collection. And I went for the 192 pages because look how thick that is. I can't wait to fill this up and for it to just get so chunky. But I love a thick notebook, and this one does not disappoint, which is why I went for 192 pages, the only reason why. And the colour is so pretty and goes so well with the Malden. No surprise there. And yes, I did paint my nails to match the theme just for the sake of the video. So each Archer&Olive notebook is 160 GSM, and the paper is so thick it promises not to bleed or to run through. It's ultra thick paper, and having used 160 GSM before, I've known that to be true, so I have no doubt that this will not disappoint. But look at how gorgeous it is. I love the floral design on the front as well. There's so many options and so many different colours, but this one 100% caught my eye. So then if you open up the journal, you've got space to write your name at the front, and then it goes straight into the dot grid. I love this because I don't use any indexing pages that ever come with bullet journals, ever. I always make those myself. Then you've got a pen loop. In the back you've got a pocket, which is great space for stickers or anything like that. And the paper is just gorgeous. It is true white as well, which I really like. And it comes with 2 bookmarks. And one of the bookmarks has the Archer&Olive charm, which is absolutely adorable. I love that touch so much. And I can tell you, holding this thing, it is so well made. It's so beautifully made. I can't wait to start using this thing. And I love that the colour is a bit neutral as well. I don't like having a colour that's too bright. I tried that before, but I just can't seem to get away from the colour whenever I fill the bullet journal. So most things that you buy in Archer&Olive come in this gorgeous boxes, which I will definitely keep. But the next thing that I got is a Archer&Olive notepad. So I think these came out last year. I'm not 100% sure. But they are beautifully made. Beautifully made. It's not just your standard notepad. This is an Archer&Olive notepad. But the back of it, as you can see, it's leather. I don't know if it's raw leather or not, but it's a sort of leather effect, and it's got 160 GSM craft paper, and I love using these in my bullet journal. It has the logo foiled on the side, and it's really, really sturdily made with this rigid back as well, so it will keep really nicely. The idea behind these is that you rip them off. They've got perforated edge and they're dotted as well, so the idea is you rip them off and you can stick them in your bullet journal if you want a change of theme. I use craft paper a lot in my bullet journal, which is not something I ever thought I'd do. I say that a lot, but since discovering it, I'm now hooked and I love getting creative with it. So last but not least, from Archer&Olive, I had to get some acrylic pens. These look so good when they're used on Instagram. I've seen so many posts with them. And of course, I went for the Jewel selection because, again, the colour goes perfectly with this Louisa wrapping paper. And it was my favourite of the colour collections. I mean, I saw some of the stuff that the owner of Archer&Olive had created on her account, and it just looked so beautiful. So I open these up so you can see. And these are the colours that the pens come in. So you have a white, this gorgeous burgundy red, and this mustard yellow and green are the ones that caught my eye the most. And you've got spare nibs as well. It comes with a clear pen for blending as well, and here you've got a blending palette, and on the other side it has instructions for how to use the blending palette and to blend the colours together, which is really cool. I love the packaging as well, it's gorgeous. And also it has directions for how to use them. So they're your I guess your typical paint markers, but these colours I haven't really seen anywhere else, and apparently these work much better than others, so I will definitely maybe do a review video of these or show myself using the bullet journal to show you how they turn out. But each pen looks like this close up. I went for the 0.7 millimeter, and on the top it's got the Archer&Olive logo, and the nib looks like this. So then you'd shake it up and press it down to release the ink inside. But I won't do that just yet. I'll save that for another video. I was truly really excited by these pens. I've used paint markers a lot in my business when I'm creating artwork, so I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how these turn out in my bullet journal along with the craft paper. The next thing I got were 2 smaller items. I got this market list notepad from Rifle Paper Company, and again I like the colours in this because it looks really nice next to the Louisa wrapping paper. But I always use these pads. I use these pads a lot. They sit on my side at home and I use them to make notes that I don't want to forget, and then I'll usually take those notes with me, fold them up and put them in my Filofax when I'm planning on the go. But it's a gorgeous notepad, very simple. It has a magnet on the back as well, so I can stick it to the fridge if I want, but mostly sits on the side. But of course, in true Rifle Paper fashion, it is a gorgeous notepad. Next item I got were some Sakura Pigment microns. I use these in my bullet journal. These are the best fine liners I've ever used. Again, these are one of those cult fine liners that everyone seems to use, but I can see why they are so good. You can, I never really do this, but you can use a Tombow brush pen on top of them and they don't smudge as much as others do at all. But I saw a video of Amanda Rachel doing like a doodle tutorial on Instagram, and she used this #1 graphic pen, which I hadn't seen in the collection before, I'd never used, so that's why I decided to get this pack of 6. And the sizes in this pen set as well, not from the 01 to 08, and these are the sizes that I use the most, which is also why I got this pack. I got this one on Amazon. I will link where I got everything in the description below. So I'm just trying to get out the graphic pen just to show you, and this is what the nib of it looks like. It's just very different to the ones that I've normally seen, but it's like a full black nib, and it looks a bit like the plastic nib, but I think it's like full felt. I will let you know how this works out when I use it. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this works out. And last but not least, the last thing I got was a passion planner. I have been like back and forth about getting a passion planner, but just decided I had to go for it. One, because the colour as well, again, goes with the theme, but also because I've seen people creating the best spreads with this thing, and the way it's laid out is so perfect for work. So the sort of work layout that I was doing in my bullet journal, I'll now use this planner for work. So this is the medium size passion planner, and this is in the Goal Getter grey, and again it goes so nicely, pink and grey just goes so nicely together, but it also fits in with the Malden, and just goes very well with the whole theme together. It's very matchy, which you know that I love. So in the front of the passion planner you have space for your name and personal details as usual, and then it goes into a lot of information about how to use this planner. It's not your average planner. There are lots of different features on there, and very specific things that it offers, and asks you a lot of questions and things about goal setting and wellness, and there's just a lot of ways to use this planner. So it has some instructions in there, which is very useful, and it has instructions about how to use different pages. So it's got things like a passion roadmap. Its idea behind it is that it's supposed to help you achieve your goals and passions, hence the name Passion Planner. Then it's got a year overview spread, which leaves some space of infinite possibility to do what you want with. I will still use my bullet journal for my year at a glance because that's not quite enough space for me. But then you get into the month overview. I love the layout of this. I kind of like the academic look of it as well. It will look really smart for work. And what I love here is that it separates a lot of things with work and personal, which, as you've seen in my bullet journal, if you follow me on Instagram, that I split things between work and personal. So this has already done that for me, which is great. So in the monthly overview, you have this month's focus split into work and personal. Then it's got extra section for people to see, places to go, which I'm praying we'll be able to use more in 2021. It's got a section and space there for things to learn. Then it's got personal projects, work projects, and breaking it down to create a mind map, so it's got space for that as well. It's just very well thought out, and life has gotten much busier for me with YouTube and everything that I do with my business, so I needed something that was already laid out for me that's going to make it much easier to do. So I have bought a dated version, and when it starts in August, what I will do is probably, to be honest, I'll probably change it once it gets to August, but we'll see. So this is a weekly overview, and then in here you've got this week's focus, good things that happen, some lovely quotes, a personal work to-do list again as well, which is perfect for me. So I'll keep a master to-do list in my bullet journal, but then I will have this to look through weekly, and it's got a time tracker, which is perfect for me. I've really got into time tracking this year, and I definitely intend to do it in 2021. And that's the medium size, which is great. It's not too big, and if I'd gone any smaller, I don't think I'd be able to fit my writing in the spaces in the time tracker. So this is the perfect size for me. Then at the end of each month, you've got a month review, which asks you lots of questions about what you've achieved in the month, things to review, lessons you've learnt, and things to plan for the month ahead. And then it goes monthly by month. Then you've got some space at the back with some dot grid pages, which I've used in planners before. I don't know if I'll use it so much in this one, but it also has an end of year reflection, which is really cool. And in the back it has a sort of silk pocket, and it comes with just a little information sheet and some stickers. And then it has an elastic as well. I don't think I buy many notebooks these days that don't have an elastic to hold everything together. I just really like that feature about notebooks and diaries. I don't know why, but I just do. So those are all the new items I've got for my 2021 setup. I'll definitely do another video when everything is set up that I'll show you, including my Malden setup in detail. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you like this video, and head over to Instagram and follow me there. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, take care.